On today's programme, I uncover what we know about St. George, a quintessentially English afternoon tea, and have a go at the medieval tradition of town crying.
Nice and heavy, £6. And Genesis, sorry Genesis. Are you ready? Okay, after 3 Genesis, give it your best. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay. Happy St. George's Day. God save the King.
Hooray!
Gone before us and whose favour and sacrifice we celebrate today. This is the City of London, an area known as the Square Mile, right in the heart of the capital, being used to represent England in the late Middle Ages.
But how much do we actually know about England's patron saint? A few years ago, Bishop Rose Hudson Wilkin met up with a group of medieval reenactors to unpick the famous legend.
It was adopted St. George as England's patron saint, even though George wasn't actually.
And this really upset the emperor. He clearly liked St. George because he tried to get him to change his mind by offering him more wealth, but St. George was having none of that. And unfortunately, the emperor was left with no other choice. St. George was beheaded on the 23rd of April in the year 303 AD.
Death. A legend began to arise that, in his time as a soldier, he had heroically fought a ferocious dragon.
Whoa! Look! There was this village in Libya that had a dragon, and this dragon was killing the local people. They appeased it by giving the dragon sheep. They ran out of sheep, and then they started offering children. The king devised the plan that they would draw lots to see which child was offered to the dragon. On this particular day, it was the king's daughter, and who should ride up but St. George? And he said, I will kill the dragon. And so St. George slayed the dragon. It's coming on the clouds.
St. George's Day, I'm joining a dragon-themed walking tour led by historian and Christian Hazel. Ever since the 16th century, the City of London has featured the dragon and the St. George's flag in its coat of arms, and you can find them everywhere you look inside the city's boundary. It's inspired Hazel to create a tour specifically for spotting some of the city's most fiery beasts and to share the great story of England's patron saint.
So who's this then? St. George, well done. And how do you know it's St. George? I think it's very impactful, isn't it? It's good that it conquers over evil. It's something that you learn as a child, but then, of course, you develop your sense of that kind of thing as an adult. And then it's a lasting memory, isn't it? Connecting England, its heritage, its history, and its faith all together.
One spot on the Dragon Tour with the most dragons is one of the city's historic landmarks, Leadenhall Market.
I want you to count as many dragons as you possibly can inside the market. Are you ready to do that? All right, off you go.
How many dragons do you think we have found today?
22, 28.
22, 28. How many dragons did we find?
21.
And which one was your favorite?
The one with the big tongue sticking out.
And what do you hope the children take away from today?
I think it's something about fighting your own demons every day. You know, nothing is easy. You always have to make your own decisions, and actually following through on the right path is a choice that we make every day.
As well as being the patron saint of England, St. George is also known as the patron saint of soldiers.
One of the most memorable people we've interviewed on Songs of Praise over the years is former soldier Harry Billinge, born in Kent in 1925 and who sadly passed away last year. Here's another chance to hear when Anna Jones spoke to him in Normandy in 2019.
These are the beaches of Normandy, where on the 6th of June 1944, Allied forces staged the biggest sea-to-land invasion in history, better known as D-Day. One witness to the horrors of that day was Harry Billinge, an 18-year-old at the time, and a sapper in the Royal Engineers. He took me back to Gold Beach, the place where he landed, and the years hadn't made the memories any less vivid.
There was so much noise, it was deafening.
How scared were you?
No, I wasn't scared. My dad told me never to be scared, because if you're scared, you're not with it. You've got to keep your head. The sea here was red with human blood, so you can say the men were baptised in their own blood. And I've never forgotten that scene. It's with me all the time. What a terrible waste of human life when we should be living in peace.
It's party time at the end of the Dragon Finding Tour,
Yeah, this is
and a
good.
chance to catch up with the group as they enjoy a quintessentially English tea.
Today I really enjoyed learning about how brave St. George was and how he looks after his people, even though there was a big risk of fighting a fight-breathing dragon.
I've enjoyed getting to see all the dragons and looking at all the things about St. George and protecting us.
And to top off the St. George's celebrations, another English tradition to mark the day in the form of a medieval town crier.
Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay! Today is St. George's Day. Heaven grant you many, many merry days. God save the King.
So why is St. George's Day such a big day for a town crier like yourself?
Town criers are all about tradition. In fact, we go right back to the time when St. George was first declared as patron saint of this country. Back then, there were criers almost every town and village giving out the news to everybody. So it is one of the biggest days of the year for us. Would anybody like to have a go?
Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay.
Fantastic.
So what other traditions are we likely to see on a day like St George's Day?
Oh, on St George's Day in particular, every single tradition that we've got comes out to play. So you will find Morris dancers, you will find singers, you will find musicians, you will find Punch and Judy shows, and it's a great opportunity for us to show what England, and perhaps being English, is about to the many, many visitors who come to see us. Remember, 3 big bells, 1, 2, 3, give it your all.